Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Centaur no Nayami. So, man, this really is the worst part of the season when all the shows you're watching just end one by one in pretty quick succession. Like today was Knights and Magic and Centaur no Nayami. I finished watching Knights and Magic, so that's over. And now I'm going to finish watching Centaur no Nayami, which will obviously be over as well. And just one at a time, they all just disappear forever. I mean, some of them do get second seasons, but most do not, especially nowadays. But yeah, can't put off forever, so... Yeah, so last time, we got more of the Neko sisters, so you already know it's going to be a good episode. Apparently a bunch of people want to take home Sue-chan because she's so small and cute, and you really can't blame them. Of course, the three Neko sisters are also really cute, like I do adore them. I would watch a spin-off just of Mitama and her sisters and their adventures, I really would. We did get a lot of plant education, not entirely sure why, but also about the whole idea of the transfer of knowledge, in this case between Hime to Shino's friends, and how knowledge kind of changes a little bit as it transfers like that. Some things are lost. And we also learned about the tail struggles that some characters have, because wearing clothes over tails can be tricky. You either have to make a hole in the clothes or just kind of maneuver around it. And apparently some clothes are kind of designed with tails in mind, which does make sense for this kind of setting. But yeah, later in the episode, the Neko sisters went on a quest to see if there's anyone in the world that is prettier than their sister Mitama. They tried really hard, but in the end they were not able to find someone. That doesn't mean someone isn't out there that fills that role, but Mitama is a very pretty character, so it's understandable that it would be pretty difficult to find anyone that would beat her. They did end up running into the main characters, who actually didn't get much screen time this episode, and one of them actually showered Shino with a bunch of kisses, which was great. And I think it was Nozomi that was spinning one of them around, and one of them was trying to get Hime to hold her, which made Shino jealous, and just... it's great. So yeah, this is the last episode, so let's get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There's a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. And so, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Final episode, once again starting with the opening. Which most episodes have. I think there's only been a couple that haven't. Of course, I'd also watch a spin-off of the Sea Folk School. Especially after I learned the secret of that school. I mean, I wanted to spin off before I learned that secret, so after I learned it. Speaking of tail trouble, Sue-chan probably has some big issues with that, with her huge tail, where it kind of has to go under the skirt or it really wouldn't work. Toru from Maid Dragon, also had that issue. Her tail was huge. Even though it's a crime, I still want to see someone ride Hime. Preferably with a bow. I am curious what they'll do for the final episode. Slice of life anime. I mean, you never really know what to expect. Sometimes you get graduations. That flat chest and that armor. That not flat chest and that armor. So we're finally getting the RPG segment thing. I kind of want some context for this, but I'm definitely happy. Yeah, considering where she's from. And an Antarctican. Man, Nozomi is wearing like Almost no clothes. Not complaining. I guess wings would also be difficult with clothes. So I guess in that sense, it's a good idea for her not to wear too much. That is quite the intimidating boss. Well, not necessarily a boss, you know, a mob, a monster. I was actually about to say that. Of course I'd worry about that in this world. Just do it before it kills you. Wow. Well, he just kind of slightly ducked. I'm not sure I'd call it a dodge. My thumbnail might be Nozomi in that outfit. You can definitely sense the urgency in her voice. She just pulls that out. Yeah, Nozomi can't distract her. Good job, Suchan. Wouldn't a victory dance come after you defeat it? And this is supposed to bring about victory, I guess. Sort of like a rain dance. Yeah, that attack's gonna destroy him. I mean, it's either gonna do nothing or completely wreck him. One of the two. There's not really much of a middle ground on this kind of thing. And there's a ladder. Yeah, pretty much an RPG where they drop loot. Don't think about it too much, Hime. Yeah, that. But yeah, in RPGs, even especially MMORPGs, that random monsters do have money. This is a haunted house. Never heard of a haunted house that gives you magical powers. I would definitely be willing to try one. I wasn't sure what they would do for the final episode. I am more than okay with this. Yeah, they can't dodge him. Where were they keeping that money? Like, I can't help but think about that now. They don't even have clothing, thus can't have pockets. Yeah, magic could probably handle that opponent better than a sword. It's easy for you to take your time when you're not the one swinging a sword at it. I seem to see no subs, so no idea what you're saying. I mean, it does have a picture of a cute girl on it, so, you know, already better than our currency. I mean, underneath that cape, she's still exposed quite a bit as well. Are they going to be attacked by a slime? Yeah, took your sweet time on that. Oh. It's a lot of slime. Kyoko got out of there just in time. Okay, so it's tentacle slime. I was thinking clothes melting slime, but they don't really have much clothes left to melt. No, it's fine. We can let this play out a little bit longer. For one, the one time Kyoko's slowness comes in handy, at least for the audience. Not so much for them. Yeah, it's not gonna kill you. And once again, she's not being affected, so she doesn't mind taking her time. Oh, so it is gonna melt the armor. Oh, wow. The best of both worlds. Best slime ever. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Hold your horses. And not Hime, I mean, it's just an expression. But if you do want to hold Hime, I have nothing against that. So she just summons a bunch of water, like Aqua. Oh, I think Hime lost quite a bit of clothing already. Did anybody else? No, it looks like Nozomi's still fine. I don't know, this seems like a pretty amazing haunted house, all things considered. And I am counting the slime in that assessment. You can put your arm down if it gets too tired, Hime. Nobody will mind. That is... Mitama. Oh, wow. She definitely looks good in that outfit. Of course she looks good in anything, but... I know, right? Complete with whip. Man, she's loving that role. Thumbnail might be hard to choose for this episode. Called out. Yeah, I didn't think about it, but yeah, she shouldn't be that big. I was too shocked by the outfit in general to really realize that. Are you gonna do anything? Oh, they were just reading. Was that all their imagination? Hey, I don't see the problem. Bikini armor is best armor, Nozomi. I thought everyone understood this fact. I mean, I know a lot of people do have problems with bikini armor, but I'm not one of those people. Hairstyle change? Oh, an arm wrestling tournament? I was wondering what this was. A great excuse to hold hands with Mitama. I would take it. That was the character that went on a date with Mitama, right? Ooh, I think I heard some crack in there. She has a lot of little sisters to deal with. Yeah. The best way to build muscle, really. In a variety of ways. Yeah, this isn't Kakegurui. So it's basically an arm wrestling tournament, yeah. Like her wings were kind of flapping as she was talking. Watch the claws. Like psyching them out. It's gonna win with psychological warfare, it seems like. Oh? Did you just win that easily? Was she focusing so much on watching her she forgot to put strength into her arm or something, or was she just that weak? A centaur, you would assume, would be fairly strong, especially if she practices archery. I mean, it's a tournament, so maybe there's a prize. She is a big girl in general. Man, you could feel the strength there. Two strong opponents going at it. Not exactly a compliment for a girl. Yeah, she's gonna lose from psychological warfare. Yeah, not on purpose or anything. Well, then calling her as strong as a gorilla is not gonna help. Talk about a win-win. Yeah, we kind of saw that in the last half. It was Mitama that pads her chest, which we again learned in that. Oh, Rex. I mean, once she had the motivation. Oh. Hey, don't stop her. She's just excited at the prospect of people checking. Yeah, Nozomi. I think she practices martial arts, if I remember correctly. Wonder who's gonna come down to. Maybe Hime and Nozomi? Trying to wreck some more people? Yeah, they even have spots marked on there to place your elbows, so it is being taken like a serious tournament. I'm a little curious what started this. Of course, that's what the losers say. Okay. Hime, Nozomi and Mitama, I figured, would make it to the finals. I know, right? False starting. Yeah, two very strong opponents. Who do I think is going to win this one? My money's on Nozomi. Oh. Mitama almost had it there. Man, the winner might end up breaking the table. Come on, Nozomi. I'm rooting for you. Ah. I had a 50% chance of getting that right, and I got it wrong. Not really surprising. The true training. Tell her that. Okay. Since this my guessing worked out so well last time, I'm guessing Hime will win this one. Not the answer I was expecting. Not sure what Ekiben is. Oh, Eki Station Ben Bento. Okay, I got that guess. Oh! Wow, that was a lot faster than the last game. And here we go. Comes down to Hime and Mitama. Since Hime won her game so easily, my money's going to be on her. That also might be a decent screenshot. Decent thumbnail. Very different personalities, these two. Almost like the room is going to explode for a second. Man, yeah, Hime is no joke. Yeah, she's struggling. Oh, wow. That didn't sound like arm wrestling sounds. That sounded something far more lewd. So 2 out of my 3 of my guesses were right. I wouldn't mind seeing them arm wrestle each other. She is a little centaur. They are heavy. Was there actually a prize for this? Of course. And that's where they end it. Never did tell me if there was a prize for this or why they even started it to begin with. Thank you for watching. No, thank you for making this anime. So, that was the 12th and final episode of Centaur no Nayami. And yeah, a very good series, no doubt. This episode, like, it is a slice of life anime, so I wasn't really expecting anything too, finale-ish. Like, it was a good episode, It didn't really feel like a final episode, like, at all. But I usually don't expect that kind of thing with a slice of life anime. I mean, aside from, like, a graduation or something, there's not really anything you can do that would make it feel too much like a finale. And this probably is an ongoing manga adaptation, so even more so. But yeah, it was still a very good episode. We finally got the RPG segment thing, which I guess was just like a kind of an imagination sequence sort of thing, which I guess would explain the magic and stuff. So, and the second half was the arm wrestling competition, which was definitely fun. Unexpected, but fun. Hime won, of course. As expected, even they figured that result would happen. She did try to throw the game, though, after someone compared her strength to a gorilla. But, with the right motivation, she did win in the end. So yeah, the overall series. Like I said, I really enjoyed the series. Definitely one of my favorites of the season. I mean, the first scene, the first episode, grabbed my attention with that Yuri kiss right out of the gate. Like, that was probably the best attention grabber of the season. And yeah. And since then, the series has been very enjoyable. For a while, the series just kept topping itself with more and more enjoyable episodes. It did kind of hit a point where episodes started to become a little bit hit or miss, but they were mostly hits. And there were just a lot of really great scenes in this show. A lot of great characters. I love the Neko sisters and Mitama and their whole dynamic. I like Hime a lot, even though in general centaurs are one of my least favorite monster girl. I did like Hime as a person a lot. The setting is definitely what really sets this series apart from other things. Like, this is very much a hyper politically correct world where the government is very strict on enforcing a lot of anti-discrimination laws. Like, we're not even allowed to ride Hime because I guess it's, offensive to centaurs. And we did see in one episode, they used to have some pretty bad discrimination, wars and stuff fought in the past, which does explain why they got to where they are today. But, there is still some pretty harsh laws that are difficult to deal with. People getting arrested over stuff. Like one of Hime's teachers over some hair color question thing. But, yeah, and of course the one date that Su-chan went on, the government was, like, watching that closely. Like, just calm down, guys, it's okay. But yeah, we had the Sea Folk School, which is very interesting, where the girls are topless. I don't think they ever gave a real reason for that. But, I'm fine with them not giving a real reason, because I think that's a wonderful school, and everyone should go to it if they could. Of course, you'd have to be a Sea Folk person to do it, but yeah. See what else do I have to say on this. I think that's all I really had to say. It was a very cute series. Like I said, the Neko sisters were very cute. I enjoyed pretty much any scene that they were in. Like, every single scene the Neko sisters were in was a good scene. And yeah. Overall, I think I would give this series a 9 out of 10. I was going to give it an 8 out of 10, but this episode, I did really enjoy this episode, so I did end up bumping it up a little bit, so I'm going to say 9 out of 10. I do really hope we get a second season. I'll be a little bit sad if we don't, because I did thoroughly enjoy this series and do want more, so let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.